Hi y'all, Little House 56. How are y'all doing today? It's snowy. I'm so tired of snow. And it's sun shining. And I can't pump gas in my car because it just goes click, 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 click. And I'm like, I my hand was frozen. I about give up. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take it down to the guy down the street again and get something figured out on it again. But yeah, I got $5 in it. Hopefully that keeps it so it warms up tonight when I go to work, and it's gonna be like minus degrees, and it's supposed to get down to -0. Yeah, so it's gonna be 2 shirts, 2 coats, 2 pairs of pants, 1 pair of socks and shoes. Yeah, it is what it is, and blowing your nose all night. But I'm healing from my door jam incident, and don't mind my mess. I haven't been able to do much. I've had so much chaos in my life, but I don't want to go into all that. Um, do you know these young people who I want to tell you, I dropped out of high school. I couldn't stand school. I was the girl that dad would take to school. I'd run in the door as a teenager, and I'd run right back out after he left the parking lot. And then I'd go to McDonald's and drink coffee all morning. Because I like talking to the older people, and I love sitting at McDonald's, getting my coffee. You got free refills. I'd be there for hours drinking coffee and just talking to the older people. I enjoyed their company so much, and they liked me too. It was a good time. I hated school. It was so boring, and everybody was always fighting, and the popularity contests were horrible. It was no, I'm just okay. Dad's gone. I'm out of here. it's I just couldn't stand school, so I did drop out of school, but I did make sure that I got my GED before I forgot everything. Don't wait 5 years to get your GED because your brain does not, you don't use that stuff unless you're in school. You need to get it as soon as possible before you forget everything and have to relearn it at home, which isn't fun. I'm just telling you, young people, you better get your GED so you can get a job and set yourself up to have a good life because you don't know what's happening these days. They're kicking people off everything. So that's just my thought on it. I don't know what you all think about it. I gotta go to work tonight, but it's okay. It'll be okay. It's a good thing. I have a job. And I got my medical insurance card. So I have medical insurance. Um, I, yeah, I'm still in my old apartment days, and I'm thinking, when that one guy that I live with, he come over and he knocking on my door, like my apartment door, the one I left and left his car at the bar. So I was so scared. Dad had me so scared. He put wood in my window so nobody could crawl in and rape me because we knew somebody in Texas that happened to living in a basement. And then I had this old rusty big ironing board because back then you did iron clothes, sorry. And the leg rusted off at the top, so I still had the T. So I stuck that rusty old leg, even though the T was perfect shape. I put it under my door and it made a door jam. That man was knocking, trying to get in my door, and he couldn't do it because of that. That leg saved me. That leg saved me. Well, he finally gave up. Yay. But yeah, it's just simple things like something with the T to go underneath a doorknob will keep them from getting into your place. Put a piece of wood in your window to keep them from opening your sliding windows. I don't know what they're like anymore if they go up and down. Maybe you put a piece of wood there. He cut it. My dad cut it for me just to keep me safe. Of course, I was a little young thing back then. Now I'm an old. Bleh. But yeah, I'm trying to read my notes because I forget what I'm gonna talk about. I went down to the local store this morning and just got me a can of soup. I'm just gonna make some chicken noodle soup. I did so many dishes last night. I don't even want to look at another dirty dish. So, this can of chicken noodle soup. I might even throw it in the little rice cooker. Heck, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. But I gotta get tired. That's all I know. My mom called me, and my mom's 20 years older than me, and I, I, her mental is not. I'm like, Mom, do you realize I have to sleep tonight or today? Don't get me all irritated. Please, I gotta sleep. And you get me in this mental confusion. I'm like, okay. So I have an aunt and her husband. I think it's so funny. So she could clean her house. She actually kicks them out of the house. You gotta go do something outside for a while. And if all of her sisters, because they're a big family and there's a lot of girls, if they come over, she kicks them out. Isn't that a good idea? Go do something outside. Leave me alone. I can clean. I can think clearly. Just go keep yourself busy outside. All right, I don't have much to talk about. Oh, and look at this. I always say that. And then Dollar General clearance roses that he got me. And then these were I dried those roses. If you've seen my old video with the roses, I dried them up and I put them in a jar. So I just smashed them. And he's like, I'm like, what am I going to? I sold my vases at my garage sale. So he bought me this a long time ago and I never used it. So I thought, well, I'm going to put it in here and put the frozen or the dried up roses in here. And then I've had this Dove. I think I got it at, where'd I get that at? Goodwill. I think I found it at Goodwill or one of the shops in North Carolina. I love the North Carolina shops, so I threw that in there. And I think it's so pretty. These plastic flowers are pretty, but we'll see how long they last. Okay. Y'all have a good Sunday. And God bless you. Have a good day. Like, subscribe, comment. All right. Bye.